Hi everyone, welcome to Bonsai Expression. I'm Christoph, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. So today I thought I'd show you what we got from down at Birmingham at the bonsai boot sale the other week. I know it's been a couple of weeks and we've done a couple of videos, so we're more than overdue this video. This tree right here, if you see it, that's one of the trees I actually purchased. So we'll get into that, and yeah, I'm going to show you a couple of the other ones I got. In total, we got 3. We got 2 pots. Doesn't sound like an awful lot, but to me, a couple of bargains, add to the collection. What more can you ask for? So I'll get you on the bench and I'll show you. In fact, no, I won't get you on the bench. We'll have a quick fly over to the tree, we'll grab it, and then we'll come to the bench. So here we go. So if you have a look just here, this is an English privet. So this is generally used as a hedging tree over in the UK. And you can see I picked this one up. Anybody want to hazard a guess in the comments below how much I got it for before I tell you? Now you can see all the nice dead wood. Now I've got to get some preservative for this dead wood. I haven't managed to get any at the moment. Unfortunately, I've been too preoccupied with work and getting the rest of the content and reporting videos out for you, everybody. We've got a lovely pot here as well. So since I've had it, I've been watering it for the last couple of weeks, and I've noticed the draining on this is really slow. 90% of the water is pooling and then draining off, so I need to get a repot done pretty sharpish, because as you see, it is just now, just there, starting to push growth. So I need to get this done this week. So go ahead, drop a comment in below. How much did I pay for this? I'll give you a couple of seconds. You can pause the video if you want. Okay, I paid a grand total of £50, or was it £55? Either one, what a bargain. So I will grab this in just a second, and I will show you that. The other tree that is quite next to it, no, it's not this little Chinese elm, but it is pretty cool anyways, is this little hibiscus. I know it says £6.99 over here and £5, but it's not. So I've got this hibiscus just here. This is the other one I managed to get. So the gentleman that I did pick it off, he wanted £25 for it, but as soon as he's seen interest, I think it might have been his first sale of the day, he offered it me at a reasonable price of £15. I couldn't resist. Now this one is just starting to push green as well, so right on the tips. It's not really showing up in the camera, but it is slowly, just where my finger is here, it is starting to turn from a brown to a greenish colour. It doesn't show up on the camera because obviously I've got like wood blocks in the back, so I need to do a repot on that as well. So I'm going to get this one, and so over on the bench, so you can have a proper spin and we can have a proper look at it. So I'll grab that and we'll flick over onto the bench. Now I've put my awesome Contigo cup next to the pot just for scale, and if you're wondering how much this cup cost me, it's £10, and this is a bargain. You're not here for that, I'm joking. So this pot is an absolute awesome pot that I managed to pick up. So the gentleman actually wanted £65 for the tree and pot, and I said I would give him £55 because it was the last purchase at the day. It might have been £50 actually, I'm not sure, I can't remember. It's either £50 or £55. It's all I had left on me at the day, and the gentleman agreed because we were just packing up. Well, he was packing up, and he agreed because he wanted rid. He wanted to take as less trees home as possible. So if I can get you in, you can see all this lovely deadwood feature. So I just need to get some preservative for this. I don't want it rotting too much more because this wood is very soft. If I scrape against it, it does come off rather easily. So I'll bring it up into the tree's canopy slowly so you can get a proper look. So this is the left side, and if I just pull you out a little bit, I'll move down back, and this is the right side. I'll move you up over. You can see here. And this is the rear of the tree. So you can see at the rear of the tree as well, I've got more dead wood here. As you see, It has been treated previously. It has got some possibly lion sulphur. It's some remnants of it. It's faded in colour, but as you go up it is more and more white. But as I say, it is very, very soft towards the bottom. I do need to treat it some more. And you've got these gnarly roots at the bottom. And you've got a nice thick trunk. As I say, if I put my cup just on there as a reference, so this is larger than a Coke can. I say the Coke can is probably about this tall in reference to it. So if I pull out, you can see properly how big the tree is. So there you go. I'll just take that back off. I'll move it to one side. So there's my tree. Really impressed with this one. Really, really impressed. Do think it's a quality looking tree. So if I get you up looking, as you can see it from all angles. So it's got a nice back branch just here. Unfortunately on this side it doesn't really have anything from the back. So I do need to grow something in here. Yeah, but hopefully we can grow something down this way. This is all padding out nicely. We've got all this as well. I'm probably going to end up thinning it out because when we do go in and we look inside, it does look like a few sections of it. I'm not sure if any of this bit's a good example. If I can just look from the front. So here we go, there's a good example from it. So this section just here, just there, you can see quite a bit coming from the same section. So we are going to have to do a bit of work neatening it up. So you can see three all coming from the same section. So we're going to have to go in and just neaten it up, tidy it up a little bit, work our way through, take any of the dead sections out, like that little bit there. But yeah, on the whole, generally good tree. Got a couple of yellowing leaves, I say, just in there. Again, that'll just be because the draining on it isn't too good. The water is slowly going down, but I've absolutely soaked it since I've had it. I have fertilised it a little bit with liquid seaweed, and again over the last week we've had absolute torrential rain, so it's had an absolute drenching, so that's been good for it. But if I leave it any longer, as you see, I've got yellowing leaves just here. It's going to start dying off and it's going to get ill health. I've got yellowing leaves, and you can see right back there towards the back end of the tree, that's got yellowing leaves, and it's going to start eventually causing sickness and ill health. So we're going to have to start looking at, there we go again, and just around there, we need to start looking at getting this repotted, and yeah, just generally getting it tidied up, bit of work on it. I am going to keep it in this pot, do really like the pot. But that is my hedge for £55. I'm pretty stoked. When the guy was selling it, he also was selling it like this, so this was his front. So to me, that was his front to me. But to me, if you are having that as the front, this would have had to go. And yeah, it's just not. I mean, it looks nice, but there's absolutely nothing over here. You do have this as a back branch, but you'd have to lose this as a branch. So for me, this is the front. It automatically redeems that as a back branch. You've got this section over here as your rear branches as well. It gives it a nice depth. The only thing I've got to do is remove this, which, if you look, again, it already grows this section from underneath this one. So I'd have to just take this out, regrow, well, not regrow because it's already growing, just grow this across, give me a branch here, and hopefully develop some sort of branching from the back, giving me a sense of depth and a rear branch over here. So that is my view for this tree. Let's move on to the hibiscus. We'll give you a nice little look at that one. Onto the hibiscus. Now this one is obviously not subtropical because it went into dormancy through the winter. So I'm hoping if I just move this back a little bit onto the white background, there we go. Maybe you can see the green a little bit. No, still can't see it properly. So the buds, where I'm sat, the buds just on the edges, I make my pointer. The buds on the edges here are starting just to push and change colour into like a mossy colour green. So it's ready to start growing for the spring, and it's ready for a repot. So this one particularly just here is more green than the others, so it's ready to start growing. Now if I push you in a little bit more, maybe you can see. Oh, if you look straight through there, well, keep moving. This one just here, will it focus? If I put my hand there, there you go, you can see a bit better. It is now starting to go green. There you go. And the one next to it, and the one in the bottom right corner of your screen. So they're starting to go green. So they're ready for a this is starting to go ready for a repot now, ready to push, and it does need a repot. So if I give you a spin, you can see we do have a few crossing branches. So starting at the front, if I just pop this to one side, there you go. So we do have a bit of inverse taper here, so you can see a bit of swelling just around this area. Although we do have a bit of swelling here, it didn't put me off the tree at all, and it does go all the way around. That's probably caused by this old branch here. It's obviously been removed, and we've had one here as well. So they, if I get you in, they have been removed, and they have probably what's caused this swelling at one stage, and they've been removed for that reason. So as you can see. So yes, that hasn't put me off, especially at £15. I thought, what an utter bargain. So let's get you into the front. So for me, and well, probably for everybody watching this video, this is the front, just here. So if I just sit you there, in fact, if I just make it my tripod, just like that. So this is going to be the front. Let's zoom out a little bit so you can see. So this is going to be the front. So we've got the inverse taper here. This branch needs to be removed. Let me move you in again just that tiny little bit so you can see. So this is a crossing branch. This is going to have to get removed. I've got a couple of branches just underneath here that'll need removing as well. This potentially crosses, although it is in a nice section, open section of the tree, and then will fill in this gap. Could potentially be removed, either kept or removed. I'll show you in just a second. And then if you just look in, I've got a branch here as well that does go through the tree. So from this angle, I know it's not a very good angle that you're looking at. I'll get you in just a second. And then I've got these branches that are very 90 degrees. So what I could do is grow this bud here, or this one here, to bring and fill this section in and take these tops off. As you can see, they go very vertically. This one grows vertically but also at a 45-degree angle, so it grows 45-degree angles upwards, going straight into the canopy on a left angle. So we'll have to do something about that. I've got plenty of buds in the growing gaps here. Now, talking about it, but let's see it. So here we go. This one we were just on about goes right across the tree. It'll have to be removed. And then the one in there, which is, if I give you a flyover, you can see, there you go, it goes right through the tree just here, and it comes back out over this side. So that's going to have to be removed as well. Come back down. The ones that grow straight up, you can see now that are just here. I don't do nothing for the aesthetic of the tree. Don't really want to remove them straight off because that'll leave my tree in this space really bald. But I will probably bring them down to this section, hopefully force back buds down here. And the same with this bit here as well. Coming around the tree. There's that one that comes right across the tree. We've got to get rid of that. Lock into that. And then we just need to neaten some of these sections up, clean it up. Overall, this tree is really nice. I just need to clean this section off here as well. So if I get you in. And obviously this section here needs cleaning up. And then we need to look at all these buds. Is it something that we want in the future? But overall, this tree for £15, it's got plenty of potential. The structure's there or thereabouts for a nice, lovely broom style. I mean, just look at it from every angle. And the idea is to put this in a nice rounded pot because it's got, so from my front view is there, but as you turn it, it does tend to lean one way. So I want to get the sun, pretend my fist is the sun. I'm gonna plant it, and then I'm gonna leave it in such a way where the sun's here, and everything's gonna then grow from here towards the sun, forcing all the growth this way, so it doesn't lean that way. That should correct most of it, and yeah, make it not look so flat on one side. Because as you can see, if I move it that way. There you go, so that'll then bring it like that on this side of the tree. So if we had the sun here, it'll grow this way. That's the idea. Nice little tree. And I will show you the pots I've got. One of the pots, this little monster, is going to be going in. Because this is a hibiscus and it is a flowering tree. So I think the pot I've got will look lovely against the flowers that we've got growing off this. Now unfortunately I don't know what colour the flowers are that this hibiscus is going to produce, so I'm guessing and I'm hoping that they'll match, but I think the tree will look nice anyway in terms, because it is a hibiscus, so they should look nice. So let's get into, actually no, let's not get into the pots. No, I will, I'll show you the pot first. So I'll go into the pot that I got that I want to match with it. So I've got this really nice pot. So the only issue with this pot is this little chip here. Now it's about the size of my thumb, as you can see. And now once it's down, and if you're looking at it normally, you can't really see it. It's only once you go under that you can start to notice it. But from a normal angle, as you can see, from normal, it's not too bad. But as you can see with the colour, it is an absolute beauty. I really like this pot. Not sure of the potter, but there we go. It's a Warsaw studio by the looks of it. Warsaw Studio Ceramics, stamped a KJ. And if anybody's wondering how much I paid for this absolute lovely pot, this little bargain was only £10. So, as I say, I want my hibiscus to go in here. And I think that will look an absolute treat in there. What do you think? Oh, I just zoomed you out a little bit too much. Let's get it properly. There we go. That's going to look beautiful. Disagree with me in the comments are there. Yeah, go on. So that's one of my pots that I got, and I'm going to pair it with a hibiscus. Couple of bargains, Now, I did get another tree, well, it wasn't one tree, it was 9 little trees. I did show you on the other video, but we'll have a proper look, and I got them off Andy. Andy is a specialist in growing maples and specifically, say it correctly, Japanese larch, as well as being a master potter. And these little beauties, I think he said were 2-year-old, and just look at the quality of them. So 9 Japanese larch, and I've had them a couple of weeks now, and they've put quite a bit of growth on, sprouting out, and they are absolutely beautiful. As you notice, he wanted £35 for them. I gave me them for a cracking deal at £25. And as you see, they're already looking brilliant. And all I need to do, so if I just put them on a nice little angle just there, I've already got myself a fantastic forest. Somewhat just there. Look at that. Forest in the making. Now, I don't really think I'll be using all 9 in a forest, as I think possibly 7 of them would be enough. Take 2 of these out, I think, maybe. Possibly this little one at the back, and maybe this little one as well, and do something with those. But absolutely love these. So again, shout out to Andy over at Tree in a Pot for letting me grab these off you. So we've got some Japanese larches that we can get to playing with, and probably get a forest out of these. Don't really need to do much, just get them planted up into a nicer pot next year. Again, it's, as I say, it's already in the right planting angle. Just there. Just need moving up. We just move this one over to one side probably, and reposition this one. But it's already there for you. Check it out. Beautiful trees. If you want yourself some larches, go check Andy out over on Instagram. I'll leave the link in the description again. He grows everything as well down in his nursery. He has a lot of collected stuff as well. But go over on his Instagram, give him a message, tell him Christoph sent you. Last but not least, I managed to pick up this awesome little pot as well. £15. So again, size of my hand. It's roughly 15 centimeters across. Not sure what's going in this. Probably a maple or something, with it being a nice brown colour. But I'm really happy with this one as well. Absolute beautiful pot. Absolute lovely pot. Absolute bargain. So yeah, that's another one ready. All go. So we get that one potted up. Get something potted in next year. It's got a stamp at the bottom. Just looks like a number 5. But no real markings. Up for £15. I'm a happy chappy. So there we have it. Absolute bargains to be had down at Birmingham's Bonsai boot sale. Whether it be a brand new tree for yourself, some wire, some fertiliser, some new pots, or if you want to go down there, get yourself some more knowledge of people that know absolutely everything there is to know about bonsai, it's the place to be. Anyways, back to my trees. What do you think about that new privet and that new hibiscus? I'm absolutely stoked with them, and I'm stoked with the new bonsais as well that I got off Andy over there, my little larches. They're fantastic, and they're going to make a lovely forest come the future. My pots, well, they're absolute bargains as well. We're going to get that hibiscus over into that new little pot, and we're going to get that privet just over here. We're going to get that into some new bonsai soil so it can obviously let the water drain properly, and hopefully we won't have any more yellowing leaves come the future. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Let me know, did I get a good haul this year? Is it as good as last year's haul? Anyways, I'll see you in the next one, and thanks for watching as usual. Check you out in the next video, everybody. Thanks for watching.